Hello and welcome to part one of Covenant of the Lord. Part one of Covenant of the Lord. And in a little while. You'll understand that title as we proceed. But first, let me say Maranatha. This will probably be several parts, as the Lord has much for me to cover in this. I ask you to bear with me from beginning to end. Bear with me in the Lord, I should say, as He just corrected me. Bear with the Lord and myself. He should come first in all things. Could I delete this and edit out these little blunders and mistakes? Absolutely, I could. Would that He let me? But I am just as you. I make blunders and mistakes too. I'm like you. We are ever learning, and when we come to the knowledge of something, then we must correct it. We must correct it. And if we don't, then we're in a lot of trouble. This is how we get in trouble. This is how we leave the covenant of God. When we don't correct mistakes once we've come to the knowledge of them. This is hard for me to do. I hope you realize that. A lot of this is hard for me to do today. You'll see why shortly. But let us do the Lord's Prayer. I cry, Abba, Father, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, Jesus, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Elohim, Adonai. In Jesus' name I pray. I cry, Abba, Father, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. On earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us not, my Lord, into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever, in Jesus' mighty name. I asked you to bear with me on the things that the Lord has asked me to do. He said to start this way, and it shall be done, even though I am not a singer. The Lord knows that many are going through a lot of things right now. A lot of heartache. A lot of brokenness. A lot of shatteredness. A lot of trials and vexations of the spirit. A lot of lonesome moments. A lot of sorrow. I'm just going to put it that way. Trials and tribulations. The Lord wants you to know He's right there with you in all of this if you are His. And if you're not His, then take this opportunity to come on to Him with your contrite spirit and a broken heart. I mean, He is faithful to come to us. We'll get into that a little more later. But He is faithful to come to us in these moments when we are broken, when we are in need. Thing is, sometimes when we are so broken, when we are so in need, we cannot see Him, though He stand right before us or right beside us, or though He hold us even in His arms. We reach out. We look for Him in everything and everywhere. We hope to find Him, but you know where He really is. He's right here in His Word. So if you're stuck and you're looking for Him and you can't find Him, or you're low on faith, or you need His help, then come on to Him. Seek Him through His Word. Seek Him through His Word. He is faithful. We'll get more into that, but for now, let's get on into this. Like I said, I am not a singer, so overlook me. I put this up on the wall by the one who I learned it from. But the Lord said I must do this, so I'm going to do this. Got a ticket coming home. Wish the officer had known what a day today has been. Then I stumble through the door, dropping junk out on the floor. When will this day end? Well, then your letter caught my eye, brought the hope in me to life, because you know me very well, and I bet you wrote me just to tell me in a little while we'll be with the Father. Can't you see Him smile? In a little while we'll be home forever. In a while, we're just here to learn to love Him. We'll be home in just a little while. Boy, that letter hit the spot, made me think of all I've got and all that waits for me. Guess I've known it all day long, wonder where my thoughts went wrong. When will my heart believe? Waking halfway through the night, reaching toward the lamp of light, picking up the word I find. Here's another letter to remind me, in a little while we'll be with the Father. Can't you see Him smile? In a little while we'll be home forever. In a while, we're just here to learn to love Him, and we'll be home in just a little while. Days like these are just a test of our will. Will we walk or will we fall? I can almost see the top of the hill, and I believe it's worth it all. 'Cause in a little while we'll be with the Father. Can't you see Him smile? In a little while we'll be home forever. In a while, we're just here to learn to love Him, and we'll be home in just a little while. Yes, in a little while we'll be with the Father. Can't you see Him smile? In a little while we'll be home forever. In a while, we're just here to learn to love Him. We'll be home in just a little while. Yeah, in a little while we'll be home forever. In a while, 'cause we're just here to learn to love Him, and we'll be home in just a little while. Are you learning to love Him, or are you learning to love the world and the things in the world? Are you truly learning to love the Lord, His Word, and keeping His covenant? Or are you learning to love the world? Yes, this so goes with this. This so goes with this. And now I'm going to get into the next one. Lord help me. Sorry, I'm not a singer, but I'm going to do these songs for the glory of the Lord, because he told me to. And the message behind the songs are important, and they go with this. They go with what he wants me to share, so I'm going to do this. For the glory of the Lord, not for mine. I am nothing. He is everything. So, in Jesus' name, I do these things. And may they go out in Jesus' name and touch someone and reach someone and help someone today. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. I have decided, gonna live like I believe, turn my back on the deceiver. I'm gonna live what I believe. I have decided, being good is just a fable. I just can't 'cause I'm not able. I'm gonna leave it to the Lord. There's a wealth of things that I profess, I said that I believed, but deep inside I never changed. I guess I'd been deceived. 'Cause a voice inside kept telling me that I'd change by and by, but the Spirit made it clear to me that kind of life's a lie. I have decided, gonna live like I believe, I turn my back on the deceiver. I'm gonna live what I believe. I have decided, being good is just a fable. I just can't 'cause I'm not able. I'm gonna leave it to the Lord. Forget the games of being good and your self-righteous pains, 'cause the only good inside your heart is the good that Jesus brings. When the world begins to see you change, don't expect them to applaud. Just keep your eyes on Him and tell yourself, I become the work of God. I have decided, being good, I have decided, gonna live like a believer, turn my back on the deceiver. I'm gonna live what I believe. I have decided, being good is just a fable. I just can't 'cause I'm not able. I'm gonna leave it to the Lord. I have decided, I'm gonna live like a believer, turn my back on the deceiver. I'm gonna live what I believe. I have decided, being good is just a fable. I just can't 'cause I'm not able. I'm gonna leave it to the Lord. I'm gonna leave it to the Lord. You know, there's so many of us in this world today that want to believe we've changed for the Lord. And if you're still living in the world and professing to be holy, you have not changed for the Lord. If you're still doing the things you always did and there has not been a change in you, if you're still going to the honky tonks and doing all the things you did before you came to Jesus, you have not changed by and by. The Spirit made it clear to me that kind of life's a lie. And that kind of life is a lie. And we are not in the covenant of Jesus if we're breaking it. Are you breaking the covenant of Jesus? How do you adorn your outwardness? Because that which is within will come without. If we are a Jew outwardly, we are not a Jew at all. But if we are a Jew inwardly, and it cometh without. And no, I know the Gentiles are not Jews. Don't misunderstand. It's a parable. It's a parable. If you're living for the Lord only outwardly, you are not His. And if you're still doing things in this world, you are not His. He will change you. He will clean you up. This I've learned over the years, especially the last 3 years. He's been knocking things off me left and right. Don't tell me God don't take the world away from you. Why? Why does He do this? Because He takes things away from us that is hurting us. That is wrong for us. That is not edifying Him. That is not helping the Spirit to grow in Him. That is why the Lord taketh these things away, not to harm us. I will see you in part 2.